Hey, it's Chuck again. 9 straight days of video, doing these evening videos with the glare on my light. Not great. And also my eyes. You can probably say, hey, maybe it's looking a little better, but also I'm worn out today. You can tell at this point in the day as far as a lot of usage going on, a little more activity, and you kind of hit a wall. So that's day 9. I'm seeing progress, meaning I've explained this before, but I've got a gas bubble in my eye. And as it drops down, I can start to see above it, below it, can't see anything. And then because of it, I'm seeing like a reflection. I was literally like seeing double out of it. It was very strange. That's just hard on my other eye. So one of the things I think I mentioned once before too is I'm now like nearsighted with the one eye. I can't right now read much. Yes, I get to the right spot and I can see my emails, but it's a big change. Far sight, it seems fine. As far as people, when I'm walking, very, very tough because I got this one eye that I can't see anything, this other eye that's looking, trying to, focus. So I apologize if you've seen me and I haven't seen you. I'm actually impressed when I like notice people like, hey. So it's just strange adjustment. Hopefully in a few days, because this line is really dropping to I'll be able to not have that issue. We'll see how it goes. So I'm very thankful. It seems like it's going well. Seems like it's going like they said, even though in theory it's just super hard and not really seeming better if I look at the actual current results. And I'm going to get to the lesson in the Course in Miracles that I've been doing every time, combination with it. But I think that's life. Like in general, sometimes things are happening, things are maybe getting better or going well or trending in the right direction, but the actual current results seem like, oh my God, this isn't getting better and this is terrible, right? And we've all had those kind of experiences, and that's sort of what I'm going through now. But like I said, I have a pretty good attitude about it and definitely know that this is a temporary situation and it'll get better, and I trust the process. So we can use that lesson in other areas of life. As far as the lesson in the Course in Miracles I wanted to talk to you about tonight is just kind of have a little conversation about the ego versus Holy Spirit. Now, somebody who's church going, religious, spiritual, probably knows enough or a little bit or heard about the Holy Spirit. Basically, that's your guide. That's the voice that directs you, keeps you maybe on track spiritually. And the Holy Spirit would never give us like poor like advice. The challenge is we have this ego. You've probably heard about the ego too. Different people explain it way differently. I bet you could have 80 different people explain it, 80 different ways, or maybe at least 10 different people explain it 10 different ways. But we have this ego that is when it comes to spiritual things, in direct, almost like opposition, conflict to the Holy Spirit. And a lot of times that's where I think we have our error. We have this voice of truth that's just waiting to guide us, trying to keep us on track, trying to direct us, trying to help us get to really the end result, even when things aren't looking great. But we have this ego that's like, I want to do it this way, or here's what I want, and how can I manipulate it to get what I want? Or I have something to offer, but I need something in return. That's ego related stuff. And we've all been there. And really, as I've been going through this book and now listening to it and just trying to gain learning from it, I realized for the most part, I've lived all my life like in that ego, like, okay, I want it this way, and this is what I hope to have happen, and this is what would be best. I'm not saying all that stuff was wrong. It's just like, yeah, I think not only from my experience, but also from my understanding and learning, the Holy Spirit does guide us way better. We're in a way better space because it can't misguide us, where our ego misguides us a lot and creates a lot of misperceptions and puts us on dead end roads, puts us on the wrong fork in the road. And then we got to circle back. And sometimes we circle back asking God for help, and then we get back there, and then our ego retakes us on the wrong path. So perhaps you've been there, perhaps you're there right now. So I wanted to introduce that idea. We'll talk more about it. Thanks, Steve, for your prayers. We'll talk more about it in the future. But really the concept the ego, Holy Spirit, they're in opposition. The ego is trying to pull you away from the things of God. And some of those things seem to work temporarily and maybe put you in an okay spot, but enough to get you from the greatness that can happen, will happen, does happen when you are guided by the Holy Spirit. So I'd also say don't get down about that, because like I said, I feel like reading this book now, like literally in the last 5 weeks, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like 99% of my life, maybe 98, maybe 97, definitely live in the ego, even that for many years now, I've been somebody who's obviously after things of God and into spiritual things too. So we're all in different stages of learning. Hope that helps you. And like I said, I'll keep doing this as long as it feels like I should be doing this. So thanks a lot for watching and your prayers, and we're getting better. And hopefully in a few days I can see with both eyes. That'd be great. All right. Have a good night.